Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the podcast with Carl Albert, Israel Doctrine MCEO. Today we got a show that speaks for my belief. This is how I feel. I put it in text to speech, and I'm going to let it speak, and I'm going to be quiet.
After you hear this, you might never look at your faith the same way again. There was a time when people believed they were following truth, but in reality, many were following inherited tradition. Beliefs were passed down, customs were repeated, labels were embraced. But very few stopped to ask, is this actually what God intended, or is this simply what we inherited? And that is how entire religious identities are formed. One says, we are Roman Christians. We carry the historic faith. Another says, we are Hebrew Israelites. We carry the covenant identity. But what if both groups are forced to confront the same uncomfortable question? What is the label, but whether the foundation underneath that label has actually been examined? Because truth is not validated by repetition. Just because something has been repeated for centuries does not automatically make it biblical. And just because something feels ancient does not mean it is accurate. Many defend what they inherited, not because they tested it, but because it feels familiar. That is the trap. Familiarity can feel like truth, but familiarity is not understanding. A Roman Christian may inherit doctrine through councils, creeds, and tradition without ever asking whether those teachings align with the original faith once delivered. A Hebrew Israelite may inherit identity claims, covenant arguments, and lineage teachings without ever asking whether they truly understand the spiritual and scriptural foundation beneath those claims. Both can become defenders of systems they never personally examined. So the real question is not, am I a Roman Christian? Or am I a Hebrew Israelite? The real question is, did I actually examine what I believe by the scriptures? Or did I simply inherit position and defend it? Because God is not impressed by labels. Truth does not fear examination. And if this makes you uncomfortable, good, because uncomfortable questions are often the doorway to genuine understanding.
Now, I've come to that conclusion due to the fact I've been talking to my brother. And my brother come with some very, very uncomfortable questions. I let him pretty much handle the conversation. And I don't try to make him uncomfortable. And there's been some very good conversation. So, lacking social media management is out. Leave a comment under the video. Peace, love.